पूर्ण विजय संकल्प हमारा, अनथक अविरत साधना, निश दिन प्रतिपल चलती आई, राष्ट्र धर्म आराधना. Namaste, Pranam. Distinguished guests, respected dignitaries, esteemed keynote speakers, respected plenary speakers, respected session chair experts, and dear participants from academia and industry. It is my great honor to welcome you all at Viksit Bharat at 2047 International Conference, a platform that brings together brilliant minds from academia, administration and industry to chart a progressive path for a developed nation. Today we gather here with a shared vision driven by the desire to transform our nation into a hub of innovation, sustainability and growth. Let us all pray together to realize our vision, our collective dream of seeing India a developed nation by 2047.
संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवो मनांसि जानता देवाभागं यथा पूर्वे संज्ञानाना उपासते
After the invocation of Almighty, let us begin with our inaugural session. We are deeply privileged to have with us as our chief guest respected Shri Dileepbhai Sanghani, Chairman IFFCO, NCUI and former Minister of Gujarat State. His leadership in cooperative movements has been pivotal to India's rural development. We are also delighted to welcome our guest of honor, Shri Mehulbhai K. Dave, IAS, Acting Collector of Gandhinagar, whose contribution to public administration have made a lasting impact on the region. A warm welcome to our keynote speakers, Professor Dr. Anil Sahasrabuddhe, Chairman of National Education Technology Forum, EC-NAAC and NBA, who has been a visionary leader in shaping higher education in India. We have with us Professor Dr. Pratap C. Chauhan, Vice Chancellor of Sri Govind Guru University, whose academic leadership has been exemplary. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to our plenary speakers, Professor Dr. Bhadrayu Vachrajani Sahib, former Vice Chancellor of Lok Bharati Rural Innovation University, and respected Dr. Jayendra Singh Jadhav, Registrar of Gujarat Sahitya Academy. I extend a warm welcome to all respected academicians from premier institutions of India and abroad who have joined us in this gala event as the session chair in all major disciplines and subjects. A warm welcome to all respected session chair experts. On behalf of Vedant and all knowledge partner institutions, I extend a warm welcome to our dear participants, presenters, and all learners who have joined us today. We are particularly proud to note that participation of institutions not just from across India but from various esteemed higher education institutions of abroad, making this conference a global event for collaborative dialogue. I hope today serves as a productive day of exchanging ideas, fostering innovation and building meaningful relationships. Welcome to Viksit Bharat conference, and let us begin this journey towards a bright future together. Respected Chief Guest, Shri Dileepbhai Sanghani, our esteemed guest of honor, Shri M.K. Dave, our distinguished keynote speakers, Professor Dr. Anil Sahasrabuddhe and Professor Dr. Pratap C. Chauhan, our respected plenary speakers, Professor Dr. Bhadrayu Vachrajani, Dr. Jayendra Singh Jadhav, all esteemed session chair experts, and all the dear participants. It gives me immense joy and pride to be here with you all in this Viksit Bharat at 2047 International Conference. This event marks not just a gathering of scholars and experts, but a confluence of ideas, inspiration, and determination to shape the future of our nation. The vision behind this conference is to provide a platform where academicians, policymakers, and thought leaders can come together to deliberate on path forward for a Viksit Bharat vision, a developed and empowered India. It gives me immense pride to be here with you all in the Viksit Bharat at 2047 International Conference. This event marks not just a gathering of scholars and experts, but a confluence of ideas, inspiration, and determination to shape the future of our nation. The vision behind this conference is to provide a platform where academicians, policymakers, and thought leaders can come together to deliberate on the path forward for a Viksit Bharat, a developed and empowered India. The future of any nation is shaped by its ideas and the discussions. Here we will help drive those ideas into action. Our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendrabhai Modi, shared the vision of Viksit Developed India, which has been taken into mission mode by Team Vedant. This is the second version of Viksit Bharat conference. The first conference was held in March 2024, attended by 9,200 participants from across the India. The present version focuses more on intensive and multidisciplinary research to materialize the vision of developed nation. Vedant Knowledge Systems has always believed in building a knowledge society which brings meaningful interventions in domain of education and research in various capacities. Vedant tries to build a bridge between knowledge seekers and knowledge givers. Vedant collaborates with premier institutions of India and abroad to achieve its vision and mission. The awareness building about research, its publication, national important issues have always been priority of Team Vedant. At this juncture, we would like to take a moment to recognize the immense contributions of our participants and esteemed professors. These individuals, who we proudly refer to as research ambassadors, have played a pivotal role in shaping the discussions, insights, and solutions shared during this conference. The presentation and papers of the exemplary good quality are facilitated with a memento. We are honored to present mementos to these distinguished individuals as a token of our appreciation for their dedication, hard work, and commitment to fostering knowledge and research. Their efforts are essential in helping us realize the dream of Viksit Bharat by 2047. With great pride, we present mementos to the following 100 research ambassadors for their contributions. The names are Avinash Kharel, Priya Deshpande, Priyadarshini, Sanjay Kumar Ingale, Christian Chandame, Dr. Smita, Dr. Nair Anup Chandrasekharan, Professor Mohyuddin Habzal, Dr. Gayatri, Professor M. Meghna Sheth, Sweta Dahiya, Chandni Dhabalia, Dr. Stephen Monday, Kanish Shah, Dr. Rajesh Chauhan, Dr. Ruma Biswas, Vipul Sundavadara, Dr. Hiren Patel, Dr. Padma Rampalli, Dr. Deepak K. Chaudhary, Miss Ramya R. Maripalli Vishwanath, Professor Charul Sharma, Pradeep Singh Jala, Rudach Lakshmiben Ransurbai, Dr. Sangitha, More Srividya, Rathod Mridula, Gitanjali Deka, J.S. Kamanda, Shruti Tudhalkar, Tania Chandra, Tarandip Kaur, Girish Kumar H. Dave, Priyanka Ben Maulesh Patel, Priyansi Kanakia, Ketki Darp, Garima Mishra, Subhangi Bhoge, Bhavya Pandit, Vandana Chauhan, Megha Pranav Shah, Koyal Naskar, Shilpa Khara, Shreya Paresh Kumar Bhatt, Praveen Chandra Gajera, Kalpesh Mahida, Akanksha Lalkar, Jayshree Chirag Mehta, Dr. P. Rajisha Menon, Ketan Kumar Saluke, Professor Dr. Sri Gauri Kosuri, Hima Rajkotia, Sanjana Kumari, Smit Kumar Anjana, Ankita Ba Jadeja, Parth Joshi, Harsha Ben Pankuta, Shan Desai, Bijal Modi, Miss P. K. Buddhadev, Ruchita Parekh, Dr. Roop Kawan, Ruchira Dudhrejia, Bhavika Bhagyesh, Dr. Sai Geeta Chituru, Dr. Alpesh Kumar Kotecha, Dr. Jai Oza, Parmar Nisarg Kamleshbhai, Harsh Mineshbhai Shah, Dr. Ruchi Trehan, Dr. Rukmini Mrugusen, Geeta Kannaiyalal Prajapati, Jasmine Brijraj Singh Gohil, Jigar Kumar Dalwadi, Kailash Naghera, Karan Jain, Miss Vritika Saxena, Neha Kapse, Parmar Naresh Bhai, Pooja Relwani, Priyanka Patel, Pooja Rathod, Rinesh Mahida, Santokba Padiyar, Ronak Rana, Shemal Dave, Surosri Nath, Swati Sohani, Tanvi Pujara, Urvi Jalavadia, Valarmati Subramanyam, Vijay Sharma, Visudha Jayeshbhai Tatani, Yagyesh Sarma, Divya Mehta, Dr. Archana Lahoti, Marilyn Gomes, Aditi Chatterjee, Dr. Meet Waghela, Sandhya Singh, Yashodhara Thakur. These are the research ambassadors from various institutions of India have been felicitated with the memento as the research ambassador. Dear research ambassadors, Your participation in this conference signifies your role as the global change makers. We are excited to witness the impact of your research will have on the future. Congratulations to all. Best wishes to all. At the heart of this conference lies a vision shared by the Government of India, led by our visionary Prime Minister Shri Narendrabhai Modi Sahib and all national leaders. The vision of a Viksit Bharat or a developed India by the year 2047, a centenary celebration of our independence. This vision encapsulates the dream of a nation that is economically prosperous, socially inclusive, technologically advanced and globally respected. Under the vision, India aspires to eliminate poverty, create job opportunities and leverage technological advancements to enhance the quality of life for its all citizens. This aligns perfectly with the discussions and ideas shared in today's conference, which is focused on fostering knowledge, innovation and sustainable development. Through the Government of India's initiatives and programs like Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is Self-Reliant India, Digital India and Skill India, we are setting the stage for a future where India becomes a global leader in various fields. To fulfill its requirements, the Government of India has brought a new National Education Policy 2020. The Viksit Bharat Conference is our contribution to this grand vision where leaders, researchers and youth come together to create a roadmap for a prosperous and empowered nation by revisiting its rich, glorious past, that is Indian knowledge system, aligning it with National Education Policy 2020 to realize the dream of Viksit Bharat into mission, into reality. Dear friends, it is very much noteworthy to think over that in today's globalized world, cooperation between institutions is very much crucial, and it fills me with great joy to see such diverse representation from both national as well as international institutions. Together we can create strategies for holistic development and innovation. We are honored by the presence and contributions of foreign collaborators and researchers from across the globe who have joined hands with us for this prestigious Viksit Bharat International Conference. Their participation is a testament to the universal faith in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one family notion. The collaborations between Indian and foreign researchers is a powerful example of the spirit of universal brotherhood, where the pursuit of knowledge transcends boundaries, cultures and nationalities. In today's interconnected world, the challenges we face are global, and it is only through collective wisdom and shared efforts that we can achieve sustainable solutions for everyone. The faith that these researchers have placed in our common goal of advancing human progress reflects our commitment to building bridges of understanding, collaboration and friendship. That's why I would really believe that this Viksit Bharat conference organized by Vedant Knowledge Systems is going on a very much right path to build a universe of brotherhood, a life for everyone. For that, together we contribute to a global vision of peace, global vision of unity and global vision of individual development for each and every stakeholder on this planet Earth. Let's today's discussions ignite change, inspire action and lead us to a brighter, more developed future for our beloved nation. Let us embark on this journey of transformation with dedication and unity. Shri Mehulbhai Kishorbhai Dave is a senior Indian administrator serving to Government of India in capacity of IAS. He is posted as the collector of Gandhinagar district of Gujarat. He is a poet too. He has dedicatedly contributed in the developmental activities focusing the welfare of society. Let's invite him to share his ideas about Viksit Bharat at 2047 with us in the capacity of guest of honor in today's International Virtual Viksit Bharat at 2047 conference. Shri Mehulbhai Dave.
मेरे प्यारे मित्रों, आज एक बहुत ही उत्कृष्ट सब्जेक्ट के बारे में आपसे बात करने का मौका मिला है। मैं वेदांत नॉलेज सिस्टम के अर्जुन भाई और उसके पूरी टीम को बधाई देता हूं कि बहुत ही सुंदर विषय लेकर हम सबके बीच में वो आए हैं और आज इसके बारे में आपसे विचार विमर्श होगा। मैं मानता हूं कि फ्रॉम ट्रेडिशन टू टुमारो, विकसित भारत 2047 ये एक ऐसा विकसित भविष्य की सोच लेकर हमारे माननीय, सिर्फ माननीय नहीं, हमारे मननीय भी है, हमारे मननीय प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी जिस बात को लेकर आए हैं और हम सबको जिस बात के लिए सोचने के लिए प्रेरित किया है, वो खुद एक बहुत बड़ा विजनरी पूरा विश्व हमारे सामने खोल दिया है। ऐसा अगर मैं बोलूं तो भी झूठ नहीं है, क्योंकि मैं और आप कल का देख सकते हैं, उससे 10 साल आगे का सोच सकते हैं, बट मैंने जैसे बताया कि जिसका मंत्र है अविराम अविचल साधना तपवंदना तपवंदना, और जो भारत माता के लिए अहर्निशम जागरणीयम लोकहितम मम करणीयम के मंत्र को साकार करते हुए 24/7 विदाउट टेकिंग एनी लीव 10 साल से पूरे भारतवर्ष को और उसके पहले हमारे गुजरात को 14 साल जिसने अभूतपूर्व नेतृत्व दिया है, उसकी ये सोच को मैं पुनः पुनः प्रणाम करता हूं, क्योंकि भारत माता को परम वैभव के शिखर पर पहुंचाने की जिसने नेम ली है और भारतवर्ष को विश्व गुरु के रूप में पुनः स्थापित करने का जिसने प्रण लिया है, ऐसा प्रधानमंत्री हमारा होना, मानो मैं क्लियर रूप से बोल सकता हूं कि एक तपस्वी प्रधानमंत्री हमको मिले हैं जो अविरत भारत माता की विकास की साधना में लीन है और उसने हमें ये सोच दी है कि जब हमारे 100 साल पूरे हो तो हम विकसित भारत को विश्व के पटल पर दृष्टांत के रूप में रखेंगे और ये मेरा और आपका ये दायित्व है। इसके साथ मैं ये बात शुरू करता हूं, क्योंकि मैं ये मानता हूं कि ये 10 साल में जो हुआ है ना, पूरे भारत की दिशा और दशा बदल दी है। हमारे परसेप्शन चेंज हुए हैं, हमारी सोच बदल गई है और मानो प्रत्येक व्यक्ति का एक प्रत्येक व्यक्ति को एक प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है। कोई भी चाहे वो पिछड़ा हो, एकदम मानो जहां तक कोई पहुंच नहीं पाता है वहां तक सबको पहुंचाया है। मैं बीइंग एन ऑफिसर, सीनियर ऑफिसर, ये दावा के साथ कह सकता हूं कि आप सोचिए, जनधन योजना आई तो पूरे भारतवर्ष के सभी गरीब लोगों का बैंक में अकाउंट होना, अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी सोच थी और उस सोच को पूरे ढंग से कार्यान्वित करके आज वो वास्तविकता बन गई है। ये छोटी छोटी बात नहीं है, बहुत बड़ी बात है। क्योंकि मैं मानता हूं, मैंने जैसे बोला ना कि वो मननीय है, उसका मनन करने जैसे हमारे तपस्वी वड़ा प्रधान मिले हैं, जिसका मैं मानता हूं कि आधार ये है, न त्वहम कामये राज्यम न स्वर्गम न पुनर्भवम कामये दुख तप्ता नाम प्राणी नाम आर्तनाशनम। मानो प्राणी मात्र के दुख को दूर करने की सोच लेकर माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी पूरे देश की टीम को, पूरे देश के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को, पूरे देश के विचारकों को, पूरे देश के प्रोफेसरों को, पूरे देश के स्टूडेंट, युवा, महिला सशक्तिकरण, आप देखिए कितने सारे स्टेप लिए। स्टार्टअप, युवाओं को एक नई सोच दी, एक नया प्लेटफॉर्म दिया। क्योंकि हमारे गुजराती में एक पंक्ति है, जो एनो लाभ लेता आवड़े तो श्रेष्ठ मौको छे, युवानी जिंदगानी नो बहु सुंदर तबक्को छे। तो सभी युवा को सर ने एक दिशा दी, एक स्वप्न दिया। वो हमारे 2047 के विकसित भारत के स्वप्न दृष्टा है। और मैं मानता हूं कि एक भी क्षेत्र ऐसा नहीं है कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने जब ये सोच दी कि हमें विकसित भारत बनाना है, हम उसकी दिशा में आगे चल रहे हैं, उसके नेतृत्व में पूरी ताकत से और पूरी गति से हम आगे चल रहे हैं, तभी मेरा और आपका सबका यह दायित्व है कि हर पहलू में जहां हम हैं वहां हम कैसे इसको इंप्लीमेंट करें, इसका कैसे एक ग्राउंड बनाए। आज पूरे देश में लोकल वोकल सर ने बोला है, तो कितनी बड़ी बात है। अच्छा, एक नया कंसेप्ट दिया है, वन प्रोडक्ट, वन डिस्ट्रिक्ट वन प्रोडक्ट। ये नई बात है। आपके डिस्ट्रिक्ट में अगर कोई ऐसी इनोवेटिव चीज बनती है, काफी लोग बनाते हैं, बहनें भी बनाती हैं, युवा भी बनाते हैं, कोई अपने क्षेत्र का जैसे कोई भी स्किल पर्सन है, उसकी एक इनोवेटिव दृष्टि होती है, उन सबको एक प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है। तो हर दिशा में जो ये बात हो रही है, चाहे वो शिक्षा हो, शिक्षा में गुजरात में उन्होंने ये प्रयोग किया, मैं आपके पास भिक्षा मांग रहा हूं, मुझे आप वचन दो कि आपकी बेटी को आप पढ़ाएंगे। कितनी बहुत बड़ी सोच है, सोचिए। आज गुजरात में पूर्णतः एनरोलमेंट बच्चों का होना कॉमन हो गया है, क्योंकि ये नींव उसने रखी थी और पूरी टीम ने उसके नेतृत्व में ये काम, इतने मानो ये अभियान है, हम कोई काम नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम इसमें अपना पूरा इन्वॉल्वमेंट दे रहे हैं, क्योंकि सर खुद इसमें इन्वॉल्व है। पूर्णतः अपना श्रेष्ठत्व देना वो मानो उनका स्वभाव है। और मेरी आप सबको विनती है कि हम सब ऐसे कार्य करें, जैसे हमें कुछ भी हम करते हैं तो जो भी हम करें, डू इट इन टोटो, संपूर्णता से, अपने पूरे अस्तित्व को उसमें घोल के अपना पूरा दीजिए, तब यह साकार होगा। शिक्षा का क्षेत्र लीजिए, इंडस्ट्रीज का क्षेत्र लीजिए, युवा की बात कीजिए, महिला सशक्तिकरण की बात कीजिए, गरीबों का उत्थान कीजिए। आज करोड़ों लोगों को घर मिल रहे हैं, किसी ने सोचा था ये? आज देश में कोई ऐसी जगह नहीं है जहां घर में टॉयलेट ना हो, ये किसी ने सोचा था क्या? तो ये सब बात लेकर जब हमारे प्रधानमंत्री, मैं बार बार उसका उल्लेख इसलिए कर रहा हूं कि हम सब के लिए, पर्टिकुलरली युवा और बहनों के लिए, हमारी युवा भाई बहनों के लिए वो आदर्श इसलिए है कि हम उनको देख के अगर चलेंगे तो ये भारत माता को परम वैभव पे पहुंचाने का जो स्वप्न है, उसमें हम भी अपनी भागीदारी देंगे। हमारे यहां एक प्रसंग है, रामायण में भी एक प्रसंग है, जब राम सेतु बन रहा था तो गुजराती में बहुत अच्छी बात वो है कि एक खिसकोली जाकर के राम सेतु की मिट्टी पे अपना शरीर करके आती थी और समुद्र में डाल के फिर जाती थी। किसी ने पूछा ये क्या कर रही है? बोले कि राम भगवान सेतु बना रहे हैं, मैं मुझसे जो होगा मैं कर रही हूं। तो भगवान राम ने उसको प्यार से हाथ में लेकर उसके ऊपर अपना शरीर के ऊपर अपना हाथ प्यार से रखा। तो ये जो भावना है ना कि हमसे जो हो सके वो कर्म हम इस तरह से करें, इसलिए मैं बार बार कहता हूं कि हम जो भी करें डू इट इन टोटो। अगर हम ये भावना से काम करेंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि 2047 का विकसित भारत का जो संकल्पना हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दी है, आदरणीय माननीय मननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने दी है, उसके यज्ञ में हम अपनी इंटेलेक्चुअल श्रम से, परिश्रम से, शारीरिक श्रम से पूरा अपना अस्तित्व डाल के हम उसमें आहुति अगर दे तो मुझे लगता है कि ये मिशन कोई सिर्फ कल्पना नहीं है, हम उसकी ओर आगे बढ़ ही रहे हैं। आप कोई भी क्षेत्र ले, जैसे हमारे गुजरात में सर ने ही चालू किया था 2003 में वाइब्रेंट गुजरात। आप मानो गुजरात की काया पलट हो गई। पूरा गुजरात का युवा वर्ग, पूरा गुजरात का मजदूर, पूरे गुजरात के पिछड़े सबको काम पे लगाकर पूरे गुजरात, आज मॉडल गुजरात हम बोल रहे हैं। मुझे आनंद है कि मैं उसका एक भाग हूं। उस पूरी व्यवस्था का पूर्ण इन्वॉल्वमेंट के साथ मैं एक भाग हूं, उसका मुझे अति गौरव है। तो मैं और आप सब मिलके ये बना सकते हैं। वो साहब ने गुजरात में तो कई साल पहले ये साबित कर दिया है। अब पूरे भारतवर्ष को साथ में लेकर 10 साल से जो एक यज्ञ भारत माता को परम वैभव के शिखर पर पहुंचाने का और भारतवर्ष को राष्ट्र गुरु पे फिर से पुनः स्थापित करने का उसने जो यज्ञ शुरू किया है, उस यज्ञ में हम सब मिलकर अपनी पूर्णतः आहुति दें। मानो आधा आधा कुछ नहीं, जो भी करे डू इट इन टोटो। तो इसका हमें इतना संतोष मिलता है और उसका रिजल्ट हमें मिलेगा। मुझे लगता है कि इस बात के साथ ये कॉन्फ्रेंस अगर स्टार्ट हो तो ये सही इसलिए है कि ये जज्बा और ये उत्साह हमारा होना चाहिए, तभी हम इस बात से जुड़ सकते हैं। और अगर किसी विचार के साथ हम जुड़ते नहीं तो सिर्फ वो बातें रहते हैं, वाणी विलास होता है। विचार का कंसिस्टेंट कार्य में जब रूपांतरित होता है तब मैं मानता हूं कि कोई भी काम कंसिस्टेंट है वो साधना है। तो ये जो मैं पहले बोला ना कि अविराम अविचल साधना तप वंदना, वो मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूं कि एक भारत मां को 2047 में विकसित भारत बनाने के लिए, हमारी पूर्ण रूप से आहुति देने के लिए हम सब मिलकर अविराम अविचल साधना करते हैं। तो हमारे सर की जो कल्पना है, उसका जो तप है, उसको हम वंदना करते हैं। तप वंदना। आप सबको मेरी ओर से इस कार्य में तहे दिल से लग जाने के लिए मेरी विनती है, मेरी अपील है। वंदे भारत मातरम।
Thank you, Shri M.K. Dave Sahib, for your thought-provoking ideas and knowledge. Vedant Knowledge Systems and all knowledge partner institutions are grateful to you for your time and concerns. Thank you very much. It is indeed an honor to have with us Shri Dileepbhai Sanghani, one of the most senior cooperation leaders in India. At present, he is serving the nation in capacity of Chairman IFFCO, Chairman NCUI. He has served as the member of Lok Sabha for 4 times representing Amreli region of Gujarat. He is also a former minister in Gujarat Legislative Assembly. He is a very popular leader among people because of his humble and positive approach. He is a very popular leader among people of Gujarat and India. Let us request Shri Dileepbhai Sanghani, the chief guest of this prestigious conference, to share his thoughts on Viksit Bharat vision with all of us, Shri Dileepbhai Sanghani.
नमस्कार। सबसे पहले वेदांत नॉलेज सिस्टम द्वारा आयोजित विकसित भारत सम्मेलन में भाग लेने वाले सभी प्रतिभागियों का मैं स्वागत और धन्यवाद करूंगा, क्योंकि राष्ट्र को मजबूत बनाने और निर्माण करने दृष्टिकोण को अपनाने के लिए आप सबको खूब मेरी ओर से बधाई। इस कार्यक्रम में आज उपस्थित मेहुल भाई दवे, डॉक्टर अर्जुन दवे और उनके साथियों ने जो दृष्टिकोण अपने प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी ने अपनाया है, इसी विचारधारा से युवाओं को शिक्षा संस्था भूमिका बहुत महत्वपूर्ण रहेगी। हमारे देश में आज युवाओं की विश्व में सबसे बड़ी ताकतवर युवा शक्ति जब है, तब मुझे लगता है कि सहकारी क्षेत्र में भी हम युवाओं को जोड़ के इसी दिशा से जो हमारे देश की संस्कृति संस्कार है, चाहे कृषि हो, व्यापार हो, मजदूरी हो या महिलाओं मजदूर, सबको सहकारिता से समृद्धि, सहकार से आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाने का स्वप्न जो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई ने जो देखा है, इसी भारत को विकासशील से विकसित राष्ट्र बनाने के लिए हमारे देश के कई नेताओं ने नेतृत्व की विकसित भारत के रोड मैप पर चलने का साहस कर सकते हैं और इनसे ही हमें सफलता मिलेगी। हम आज जो बोया है वही कल पा जा सकता है, यानी कि आज हम जो नींव रखेंगे, इसी नींव से जो ऊपर वाली मंजिल है वहाँ तक हम पहुँच सकते हैं। इसलिए यह सम्मेलन में वेदांत के युवा डॉक्टर डायरेक्टर अर्जुन दवे और CS राजा सोनी के नेतृत्व में वेदांत की बहुत सामयिकता पहल है। मैं फरवरी 2024 के आयोजन इसके पहले संस्करण की जैसे दूसरी बार शानदार सफलता की कामना करता हूं। मैं उन प्रोफेसर और शोधकर्ता को बधाई देता हूं और धन्यवाद देता हूं जो भारतीय ज्ञान प्रणाली का राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 विकसित भारत कार्यान्वयन अवधारणाओं पर शोध करने के लिए कड़ी मेहनत कर रहा है। आपका शोध निश्चित रूप से उद्योग और समाज को हमारे देश के विकास की दिशा में रोड मैप तैयार करने में मदद करेगा। मैं इस सम्मेलन में सभी हितधारक सराहना करता हूं, चाहे वो संस्थान हो, व्यक्ति हो, शिक्षा हो, अनुसंधान हो, समुदाय के दिग्गज हो, जो यहाँ आए विकसित भारत विजन और मिशन पर चर्चा की मेरी सारी शुभकामनाएं आपके साथ है। मैं आपके बीच अन्य प्रोग्राम की वजह से उपस्थित नहीं रह नहीं पाए, लेकिन आप जो चर्चा करेंगे, इसी चर्चा से देश में एक वायुमंडल हम खड़ा करेंगे। कोऑपरेटिव सहयोग से गांव-गांव तक इस विचारधारा से, इस योजना की तरह से हम एक साथ जुड़ के भारत देश की महान संस्कृति को इसी दिशा में ले जाने का आपका ये प्रयास सफल रहे, यही पुनः शुभकामनाएं।
Thank you so much, Shri Dileepbhai Sanghani Sahib, for your precious time, kind words and thought-provoking ideas. On behalf of Vedant Knowledge Systems and all knowledge partner institutions, I showcase a deep sense of gratitude for your presence and meaningful talk. Thank you, sir. It fills me with immense joy to share with you all that with us we have Professor Dr. Anil Sahasrabuddhe, a distinguished national leader in education whose wisdom and integrity are widely revered. He is serving the nation as chairman of National Education Technology Forum, EC-NAAC and NBA. He is a former chairman of AICTE and has been leading various national important institutions in past decades. He is a man of words, action and humble attitude. His sincere efforts have benefited Indian higher education a lot to grow at global scale. Let us have Professor Dr. Anil Sahasrabuddhe to deliver his keynote address. Professor Sahasrabuddhe.
Good morning everyone, Namaskar. Dr. Dave, Dr. Soni of Vedanta Knowledge Systems Private Limited, who are organizing this very important international conference from IKS or the traditions to the national education policy and the future, including Viksit Bharat, is a very timely and very important initiative undertaken. This is the 11th year of the organization, and during this time of last 10 years, the kind of work they have done is very significant and important, and as I said, very timely. We have recently celebrated our 75th year of independence, and then on, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji has been talking about Viksit Bharat by 2047, when India will complete its centenary of independence. What are those facets of Viksit Bharat that we need to achieve during these next 22-23 years? Thereby, India will become a fully developed Viksit Bharat is a significant thing which we must understand its nuances. Number one, we all talk about roti, kapda, makan. That means every individual who is residing in this Bharat must have enough food, food which is nutritious, so that a healthy citizen is created. He has enough clothes to wear, also shelter, that means home for everyone. Along with that, today we talk about all other facilities which are available in the cities should be available for every citizen in the remote corners of the country, be it in village or tribal areas. For example, piped drinking water, electricity to every hamlet, internet to every hamlet or every home, and transportation system, roads, network, all of that, railways, to reach to all the nooks and corners of the country so that it becomes a developed India. Each of the individuals will have enough jobs, or they will become entrepreneurs and create jobs. We will develop our national economy to a status that we will become a truly developed country. Today we are already fifth largest economy, moved on from 10th to the 5th in the last 10 years. In the next couple of years, we are sounding that we are likely to become already the third. But more importantly, by 2047, we must achieve the target of becoming the largest global economy of the world. We already have huge young population, which we call as demographic dividend. How do we encash the demographic dividend in terms of national wealth creation, well-being of all the citizens, is what we are looking at in the Viksit Bharat. But the topic of the conference, which deals with starting from Indian knowledge systems or the traditions to the modern national education policy, a reformist policy, a very important policy which was enunciated in 2020, and how they are two linked together is very significant in achieving Viksit Bharat. Number one, Indian knowledge system has been a powerful knowledge economy of India way back from the 6th century BC. We all are aware of the best universities of the world. There were no universities, in fact, anywhere in the world except Takshila, Nalanda and many others in India, Bharat. So we were providing education to the whole world. Unfortunately, today many of our students gravitate to go to USA, UK, Japan or Germany, but that is the time or era when students from all over the world were coming to India to study not only philosophy, not only economics, social science, political science, but also engineering, also medicine, yoga, meditation. All of these subjects were so powerful that the whole world was looking towards India as the Vishwa Guru. From then on, because of the subjugation, because of the rulers who came on India and then took away our wealth, we were going down in the economic factors, but today again we are rising nation. And how in 2047 we are going to become again the world's largest economy is what we are looking at. And that is where we should also understand that we should all be proud of our ancient heritage, our knowledge, our traditions, because the science emanated from here, the language emanated from here, art and culture emanated from here, whether it is physics, mathematics, chemistry, or the construction technology, water resource harvesting, all of that was part of our ancient traditions. When we come to national education policy, there are few facets which are linking our traditions with that of the modern era. Starting from multidisciplinarity in education, how do we link different subjects with each other? Connecting the dots is very crucial and important, whether it is economics with engineering or engineering with management or medicine with management, they are all linked with each other in some way or the other, and this understanding has to come when the students are still in the education sector. It is also important to skill our students. It is not just the theoretical knowledge but also experiential learning, skill-based learning, and therefore internship-based education or apprenticeship-based education is also very important, where what we call multidisciplinarity is understood. The second aspect of the national education policy is that of multilingualism. Today, gross enrollment ratio of India is 28%, and we want to achieve it to the extent of 50% in the next 10 to 12 years. How can this happen? Unless we empower our students who are learning their school education, high school education up to 10th or 12th grade in their own mother tongue, also make them available higher education in their mother tongue. For example, a student who has learnt in Hindi or Tamil or Telugu or Marathi or Kannada or Bengali or Punjabi up to the 12th grade must also have a provision of learning engineering, medicine, law, or any subject for that matter in our own Indian languages. If we promote this, I am sure that students who otherwise are afraid of going to college because they don't know English will also start coming into the higher education. Their talent, their innovative skills will also be useful for the national development. And that's why while reaching 50% of the gross enrollment ratio, one of the factors is mother tongue or the language. The second one is use of technology. We are all aware that every student who is not having that kind of economic or financial capability be able to come to a town or a city to study, because it is not only the fee but also living expenses in the hostel or the food expenses in the mess that cannot be taken care of. And therefore, if the education itself goes to the doorsteps, we are all aware of today ATM which have reached all the nooks and corners, and we can draw money from the ATM machines. And similarly, if the education can be given at the doorsteps of the students on their laptop or on their mobile phone, they need not come to the cities, towns, but they can get the highest quality education from the best of the professors in the country from their own homes, where the expenditure required is much, much less. And that is how we can empower our citizenry. Along with employability skills, skill development, we also want to develop entrepreneurial ability of our students through the national education policy, thereby not depending on the jobs from large multinational companies, but students can create their own startups, develop certain kind of products which are useful to the society, both social entrepreneurship and the entrepreneurship for making wealth. For example, in agriculture sector, how can they help the farmers? How can they help the banking sector? How can they help in the education sector? How can they help in the health sector in order to take care of health from the rest of the rural areas also being provided with the health facilities, whether it is drone technology, whether it is robotics, all of this can be studied, learned from the remotest parts of the country through the what we call as the remote education or the online education. And such a platform is also created by India already in the form of Swayam and Swayam Prabha channels, which are available free of cost for all the students for learning. So if we are able to make use of multidisciplinarity, we are able to make use of multilingualism, use technology for education, I am sure we will go a long way. But last but not the least, the policy also talks about multiple entry, multiple exit, which is very important and significant for Viksit Bharat, because there are families, there are students whose parental income suddenly crashes, either because someone has lost a job or someone has expired in the family, and therefore they are not able to take care of their education. And that is where we must provide opportunity for students to go out of the system, do some job for some time, come back into the system and continue their journey. And to facilitate all of this, there is already a unique ID created for all students called APAR ID, Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry. This is a lifelong ID for every student, right from school days to higher education, including beyond education. When they get into the job, reskilling, upskilling, all are possible, and their credits earned are deposited into a linked account called as Academic Bank of Credits. This is akin to an account of a bank where we deposit money. We are depositing here credits earned, be it in terms of formal education, informal education. It is also what we do in sports, cultural activities, competitions of students, also certification from companies like Microsoft, Google. All of this can be deposited into the Academic Bank of Credit with the APAR ID being there. There is no fear of losing the identity of the student because it is permanent. It is an academic record, which is a truthful record, which is an honest record, which is deposited there, and therefore without fear of losing the certificates, one can give the APAR ID and can fetch the academic credentials, records earned by the student. All of this will help in the not only multiple entry exit, it will also help in skilling, reskilling, upskilling. It will also help in getting jobs or creating entrepreneurial journey and ultimately development of the nation. So what are we looking for in the future when we come to 2047, which is the 100th year of independence of India? Whatever we have achieved has to be consolidated. Therefore, all citizens, whether they are in urban area or rural area, must get all the facilities at the equal pace, at the equal opportunity should be created for education, for healthcare, for transportation, for agriculture. All of these are possible provided we start building all of this right from school and colleges. Today the whole world is talking about sustainability and therefore sustainable development goals, 17 of them, which are enunciated by the United Nations in terms of carbon neutrality in the energy sector, how carbon footprint is to be reduced is being talked about. Unless all of this starts in the education sector, right from school and college, students when they graduate and go out into the society outside, they will not be able to implement it. Then maybe there are some of them getting into the administrative services like IAS and IPS, or some of them will get into government jobs, some of them will get into the private jobs, some of them will become entrepreneurs. All of this is to be understood while they are in the college and university. This is what is being attempted in the national education policy. But more important, the policy also talks about rootedness. That means our ancient traditional knowledge systems. I just mentioned about our universities of the past, whether it is Nalanda, Takshila, 6th century BC onwards, there were no universities in the world except in India. Students were coming from all over the world to study in India. But how can we again reimagine the same status that students from all over the world again start coming to India to learn not only technology, science, but also humanities, social science, arts, commerce, all of that can be provided from the Indian soil. We already have become the 5th largest economy from the 10th largest economy in last 10 years. We are getting into the next 2 years mold of going into the 3rd largest economy, and by 2047, like in the past 2000 years ago, we are likely to be the largest economy of the world with $30 trillion economy. But while doing so, one ethos or model of the Indian civilization, Bharatiya civilization, is that of considering the whole universe as mother, or what we call Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, is to be also reflected in our education system, and that is very, very important. Along with that, how we treat all the species that are there created by the nature as very important for biodiversity, for value system, and that's why whether it is human to human interactions and love to each other, or praying to each other and seeing God in every individual, and that's why we say namaste to each other, but also to animals like cows, or we also pray snakes, we pray to even rats and lions and all the animals for that matter, because they are the accompaniments of our gods and goddesses. Similarly, we also pray our not only animal world but all the plants, and that's why importance of forestation, importance of what we create, oxygen bearing plants and giving to us life, all of these are prayed in India. And beyond that also we respect our rivers and mountains, and that's why we pray even mountains and rivers. So a civilization which has a value system which takes care of animate and inanimate objects equally and respect them is nothing but Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. I am sure this philosophy will also make the whole world realize through the system of our yoga and meditation that uniqueness, our four-pronged approach of not only taking care of body, mind, the brain, but the Atman, which is beyond that. All of this is also to be taken care of from the education system, and give this to the whole world for the world peace, which the world is looking at from India. And that's how we would like to be what we call not only a global superpower for subjugating others, but a global superpower for creating peace and harmony in the whole universe. And that is the spirit of 2047 Viksit Bharat. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you. Thank you so much, respected Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe sir, for your valuable insights. Your talk was inspiring as well as enlightening. We are really grateful to you for your time and guidance. We find ourselves lucky to have you with us on this very important occasion of International Conference Viksit Bharat at 2047. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now we have with us Professor Dr. Pratap Singh Chauhan, Vice Chancellor, Shri Govind Guru University, Godhra, Gujarat. He is a senior professor, respected academician and able administrator. Under his leadership, various state government universities have been strengthened and notable accreditations have been earned. He is exemplary academic leader from the state of Gujarat. We are really honored to have you with us, sir. Let us invite Professor Pratap Singh Chauhan to deliver his keynote address.
So, dear friend, today we have in the online an international conference on multidisciplinary approach from a tradition to a tomorrow. It is a online conference, and very reputed, the Sahasrabuddhe ji is there. Many experts from the management and commerce field, they have published the data and recorded a video. I am also now giving my online address. Basically, I am a Professor Pratap Singh Chauhan, a Vice Chancellor in Shri Govind Guru State University, Godhra, Gujarat. Dear friend, Indian knowledge system means our traditional educational system very strong. We are basically based on our Gurukul system in the Indian knowledge system. You go through our ancient literature from the Vedas, Gita, Ramayana, and now in the modern era, the western part of the world, they are learning and teaching in the modern way. India is freedom from the British rule And now we have already come across 75 years to our freedom. Out of these 75 years, we have a lot of higher education commission. They are focusing the Indian education system. But more or less, they are based on the Macaulay system of education. So we produce a lot of graduate every year. But basically, it is based on the western part of the world. India is a very different country compared to the western part of world and America. Our youth, our culture, our value system, our education approach. And that's why we need an Indianization of higher education in the country. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has introduced the education policy for a Viksit Bharat at 2047. And we have published our document in July 2020, NAP 2020. Basically, NAP 2020 is based on the Indianization of higher education, the way our initial education system, Gurukul to Vidyapith, Nalanda, Takshashila, that was the back history and very strong education system in our country. But due to, in the 12th century, the many attack is already happened in the country. Then in the last 200 years, before the freedom, the British rule is already there in the system. They developed the education system based on the needs to produce a lot of a supporting staff for the British rule. But basically the creativity of students is not there. And that's why our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has taken the inputs from a grassroots level to the top level. We have done a lot of meetings in the rural area, to Tehsil, to district place, state level, and last, in the all central apex body, they have given the inputs about the Indian higher education system. Dear friend, we have changed. And whatever the expectation from the Indian higher education, we need a lot of innovator, skill-based. The higher education system, we need it because our economy in the last 10 years is a growing economy, fast-moving economy, and we are in the emerging market. Dear friend, in the world, the America is a $25 trillion economy, China is a $18 trillion economy, and India is a very close to $4 trillion economy in the country. But basically, we are the fifth largest economy in the world. But it is not sufficient. And that's why our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has a vision to come across a $5 trillion economy in the next 1 or 2 years. If we do it within 1 or 2 years, then we need a lot of skill, innovator, creator, and for that we have to change our all education system. Every year, the 10 to 13 lakh students every year move from India to the foreign country for higher education. a lot of the foreign exchange we lose from our country. And that's why we develop the higher education system in such a way we can, cater our students to our own country. And that's why we have opened the all doors from any foreign institution, foreign experts, foreign teacher. They can come and settle in India and teach to our Indian student in our own country. It is basically concept of Indianization of higher education. Dear friend, we have now 1200 plus university. Basically, we need 5,000 universities in the country so far as our population is concerned. Basically, we are the young country in the world. Now, our own and average of India is 29 years. It means the Japan is old, western part of world is also old. China is also now going to old. And we need a highly skill-based people in the world. India is only basically a producer of a 65% population of the world. We are the young people. And that's why our young people we train in our higher education institution, there and then we provide a good people, skill-based people to the globe. And then in 2047, when India will be celebrating 100 years of freedom, at that time, our economy is very close to a third largest economy in the world. And we will be the developed nation. It means the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister, Viksit Bharat. Viksit Bharat, basically the concept is concerned to economy, sustainable development, environment, zero pollution, and we develop the infrastructure in such a way that the Indian students cannot move from the India to the outside. Outside people will come. The concept of Nalanda and Taxila. The people come and learn in the India, in our universities, and we develop our university in such a way that our teachers, our students, our industry, our infrastructure is very close to comparable to the world class. Dear friend, basically this concept, tradition to the tomorrow. Tomorrow means what is the future of India. And our Honorable Prime Minister has a vision that the Viksit Bharat 2047, it means our per capita income very close to $10,000. Our economy is a very big $1 trillion economy. And at that time, the China and America will be the top the economy. And India will be the third largest economy in the world. For that, we have to do a lot of things. The basic concern is our young people, our young mind. We can involve in our system where we can produce a lot of outputs. And our GDP we maintain in the next 25 years at 10% GDP every year. Then will be our nation will be the Viksit Bharat. It means the developed nation. So I wish the conference organizer, he has given me the opportunity to express my feeling within 10-15 minutes to how and what way we can develop a nation to a Viksit Bharat at 2047. Our educational institutions, our universities, our students, our teacher, they have to come together, integrate the system, develop in such a way so we can develop our nation to a developed nation. Thank you. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Vande Mataram.
Thank you so much, respected Professor Pratap C. Chauhan, for a coherent talk which will ignite the thought process of the participants. The organizers of this conference are really grateful to you for your time and contributions. Thank you, sir. Professor Bhadrayu Vachrajani is a thought leader, writer, orator and a columnist. He has dedicatedly served academia for decades and set an example for new generations to follow. He has contributed in top management positions like Vice Chancellor and Director with Lok Bharati Rural Innovation University, Adani Institute and Saurashtra University. It is indeed a moment of pride and pleasure to have him with us. Let us listen to the plenary talk of Professor Bhadrayu Vachrajani.
Namaskar, Suprabhatam. I should say good day for the today's conference and a very nice event organized by Vedant and a young team of Arjun. This is an opportunity for all of us to revisit our education system and even to think about tomorrow. They have nicely articulated that this is a conference from tradition to tomorrow. Tradition means IKS, our knowledge system, and tomorrow means NEP 2020. All of us are very well aware about all these things, but I think today's conference, which is an international, multidisciplinary, multilingual online conference, Viksit Bharat at 2047. This foundation is very well known for organizing deeply thinking resources and conferences, etc. I would like to convey my thanks to Vedanta, and I would like to convey my gratitude to all members who are joining with me right now. I think this is the convenient way of conference, where you can be at your place, you can be with your time, and you can be with your space to get the full of knowledge, system, and next generation outcome. Why I am telling this thing very clearly? That nowadays, when the technology has already surpassed all hurdles, we must know that we can plan such conferences or workshop or deliberations or discourses and get deep knowledge about a specific subject at our own comfort. So I think that today I'm in my comfort zone and you are in your comfort zone. With the comfort situation, we will discuss about tradition, that is IKS, Indian Knowledge System, and we will link it with tomorrow, that is NEP 2020. This is enough for my formal way of presentation. Friends, I have decided to collaborate my entire presentation where my lecture will be the list and the presentation will be the best. I would like to see that we must know our journey of higher education in India. It may start from years together, back years together. जिन्हें हम प्राचीन परंपरा कहते हैं, वो प्राचीन परंपरा से हम शुरू करें और आज तक पहुंचे. I would like to just remind, जिस भारत की बात हम कर रहे हैं और बोल रहे हैं कि विकसित भारत एट 2047, तो ये भारत आज का जो भारत है उनकी धरोहर है. आज जो विकास हम देख रहे हैं, जो प्रोग्रेस हम देख रहे हैं टेक्नोलॉजी के क्षेत्र में, यूएसए को रन करने के लिए जो इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स की आवश्यकता है, पूरा विश्व हमारी ओर देख रहा है, बिकॉज वी हैव इंटेलेक्चुअल्स इन अवर भारत. दैट इज नॉट द रिजल्ट ऑफ 1 decade or so. Years back, we have started the journey of actual knowledge. I may say digging in deep into the knowledge, and we have reached up to this. It is good to say that let us think about 2047. It may raise a question in 2024 that why should you think this much ahead? But that is also Bharatiya Sanskriti. Bharatiya Sanskriti says that remember and acknowledge your yesterday, work for today, and always think for tomorrow. That will be the entire life of Bharata. We have never thought about the day today or the moment today and live it. No. Whenever we start, Sarvepi Sukhinas Santu, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. ये हमारी भावना है. I am not thinking about myself, or even I think about myself, it considered not me but my family. My family means my own family and my neighborhood. Not only my neighborhood, but trees and birds and entire cosmos surrounding me. This is myself. Srimad Bhagavad Gita rightly said that whenever you come to this earth, you have been allocated 3 institutions for which you are supposed to work. हम ऐसा कर दें कि आपको एक होमवर्क दिया जाता है और वो होमवर्क को पूरा करने के लिए आप यहां पे हैं. पहला जो इंस्टीट्यूशन है दैट इज माई सेल्फ. माई सेल्फ मीन्स माई बॉडी. आई शुड बी वरीड अबाउट गुड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ माई बॉडी. मेरा शारीरिक और दैहिक जो स्वास्थ्य है वो मेरा पहला होमवर्क है, दैट आई हैव टू मेंटेन. और उसके बाद जो आता है वो द सेकंड इंस्टीट्यूट इज योर फैमिली. And it is rightly concluded that if you worry about your own self, then you will be able to worry about the family. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता फैमिली में अपनों को नहीं गिनते, अपने नेबर्स को भी कंसिडर करते हैं, सूर्य को भी कंसिडर करते हैं, वृक्ष को भी कंसिडर करते हैं, पंचमहाभूत को कंसिडर करते हैं. और इसीलिए हमारी ट्रेडिशंस में पंचकोशीय डेवलपमेंट की बात है. मैं ये डिस्कस कर रहा हूं कि व्हाई शुड वी थिंक अबाउट 2047 टुडे. दिस इज नॉट द थॉट ऑफ द डे, दिस इज थॉट ऑफ श्रीमद् भगवद गीता. द फर्स्ट इज माई बॉडी and its well-being. The second is my expanded family and its well-being. And the third, the entire cosmos, पूरा अस्तित्व. कहीं पे भूकंप हो रहा है, कहीं पे झंझावात हो रहे हैं, कहीं पे फ्लड है. I can't say that I am not worried about it. You need to worry. कहीं पे युद्ध चल रहा है, हमारे से कोसों दूर है, हमको कोई उसका इम्पैक्ट नहीं हो रहा है. That doesn't mean that you should not think about it. This is actually the philosophy of Indian culture, which leads Vedanta Foundation to think about Viksit Bharat at 2047. Friends, my third point is to discuss our journey of higher education in India. We shall see basic objectives, aims of our education system, and then we shall go for 4 steps of developed India, and we shall reach up to NEP 2020. Dear friends, we are going through the journey of education in India, how it started right from the primary education to higher education. Nutshell, the entire education system of India, how it developed. This is a very clear indication that we must know the role of education first. There are 4 steps to understand the role of education, and we shall discuss few seconds for each step. Step 1 is to impart information in some selected subjects. What we are doing right from the standard 1 to post-graduation. Actually, we are not providing education, but we are imparting information in selected subjects. Let us be very clear, there is a difference between information and knowledge, which will come in the second stage. The second step is acquisition of knowledge. प्राप्ति नहीं है, व्याप्ति है. शब्द है, if I get it, प्राप्त हुआ. But if I get the entire 360-degree dimension of it, that is acquisition. To acquire knowledge के बारे में हमें सोचना होगा, what is the difference between information and knowledge? My dear friends, information is a bunch of words, bunch of slots, or bunch of books which you read or listen or you get inside the cognitive domain of your mind. That is information. Then what is knowledge? Actually, we are catering with the information in our classroom. There was a difference in India that we will see. Then what is the knowledge? When you get the information, get some ideas, put these ideas into practice in your own life, and you get a sequences of outcome. At that point, you will be able to understand few outcomes useful, and when you start using the same in your life, it becomes knowledge. माहिती एक बड़ा सा क्वांटिटी है, नॉलेज क्वालिटी है. आप ऐसा बोल सकते हैं कि गन्ने से जो रस निकलता है उसमें से कई बातें ऐसी होती है कि जो पहले निकाल दी जाती है और बाद में उनको बराबर क्रश करके जो जूस निकलता है वो नॉलेज है. तो आप पढ़ेंगे, लिखेंगे, सुनेंगे, सोचेंगे, बाद में अपने जीवन में उनका आचरण करेंगे, तो आचरण करने के वक्त जो एक्सपीरियंस होगा वो आपका नॉलेज है. दैट इज द सेकंड स्टेप. Now we can understand that in our formal education system up to now, we have never go in this step number 2. Step number 3 is very clear, to help the educated. That means they are educated already. To help the educated to discover himself, to develop his innate abilities. One thing is very clear, Swami Vivekananda's definition about education, I would like to quote here, manifestation of perfection already in man. It is written here. Innate abilities. Abilities are there. हम कहते हैं हम अमृतस्य पुत्र हैं, अमृतस्य पुत्रः. That means कोई गरीब है, कोई साहूकार है, कोई मजदूर है, कोई कॉर्पोरेट है, सब हमारे परम पिता ने एक एबिलिटी का भंडार भर के दिया है. It makes difference when someone decide not to utilize it, someone decide to overutilize it. तो थर्ड स्टेप ये है कि जो एजुकेटेड लोग हैं उनको हमें हेल्प करना है, सहयोग देना है. मैनिफेस्टेशन ऑफ परफेक्शन. मैनिफेस्टेशन में क्या करना है, इसका डिफिनेशन इज वेरी क्लियर, पूर्णत्व प्रगटीकरण. ऑलरेडी इन मैन, मनुष्य में रहे पूर्णत्व को प्रगटीकरण करना, वो एक्चुअली अवर जॉब है. दैट मीन्स पूर्णत्व इज ऑलरेडी देयर. Maharshi Aurobindo said that if a teacher thinks that I am teaching, he is not the right teacher. The second step, what he said, one cannot teach anyone unless one decides to get it. So it depends upon the second part. Whenever I think about teaching or processing, I should consider the level or the capability of the other side. इनेट एबिलिटीज है, उनको मंच पूरा देना, उनको अभिव्यक्ति के लिए एक प्लेटफॉर्म देना, वो थर्ड स्टेप है। और चौथा जो स्टेप है, टू कल्टिवेट डिजायरेबल एटीट्यूड्स एंड वैल्यूज। ये बहुत बहुत लंबा यात्रा का बात है, हम मेजर नहीं कर सकते। साइकोलॉजी इज ऑल्सो नॉट एबल टू मेजर एटीट्यूड एंड वैल्यूज, क्योंकि वो तो बहुत लंबे अरसे के बाद जो एक्वायर्ड इंफॉर्मेशन को अच्छी तरह से नॉलेज में गया है, और नॉलेज के आधार पे आपने अपनी जो बातें हैं उनको व्यवहार में रख के एबिलिटी को एक्सप्लोर किया है, तो जो बनता है वो आपका एटीट्यूड है, और एटीट्यूड का बाद जो आता है वो वैल्यू है। फ्रेंड्स, आप जरा समझ लीजिए, ये 4 स्टेप्स में थे। आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट वी कैटर step number 1 fully, and then directly we cater step number 3 partially. You know that we are organizing number of Sahitya Dhara Karyakram and other programs also that can very well support step number 3. So this is the role of education already decided in India. Now let us go from where I will be able to discuss 4 major chunks of Indian education. The first was ancient India. Ancient India में हम जानते थे कि जहां गोप लोगों का एक जीवन था, जो गौवा चराते थे उनका एक जीवन था, वहां आश्रम की बातें थी, वहां गुरुकुल सिस्टम था, जहां डिसाइपल हैज टू सर्च गुरु। आज जो है उससे पूरा उल्टा था, डिसाइपल हैज टू सर्च गुरु। और आश्रम रहते थे, जो आश्रम अपने नॉर्मल इनहेबिटेशन से दूर रहते थे। सो जो शिष्य आता था वो रोज जाता और आता ऐसा नहीं था। ही और शी हैज टू बी देयर, स्टेइंग विथ एंड वर्किंग विथ गुरु एंड गुरु पत्नी, गुरु माता। बात ये सोचनी थी कि जो ज्ञान और चातुर्य का शोधक हो उसको ही शिष्यत्व प्राप्त होता था। You can't claim that I am your student. Only the guru will decide whether you will be his disciple, student. We know that Avatar Purush, even Bhagwan Shri Ram और श्री कृष्ण, इनके माता पिता ने इन बेटों को भी आश्रम को, गुरु को समर्पित किया था। तो सामान्य निवासों से दूर था, वहां रहना होता था। बात यह है कि लर्निंग कैसे होता था। पहली बात मैं आपसे ध्यान आकर्षित करूं कि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट लर्निंग, नॉट द टीचिंग। उस वक्त पे जो था वो लर्निंग था। लर्निंग का फॉर्म था ऑब्जर्विंग द लाइफस्टाइल ऑफ गुरु। गुरु कैसे जीते हैं, गुरु क्या करते हैं, गुरु का आचरण कैसा है, गुरु कैसे विनम्र है, एंड ऑब्जर्वेंस ऑफ हीज इंस्ट्रक्शंस। गुरु कहे वो आखिरी शब्द था, गुरु जो भी बताए वो करना आखिरी शब्द था। हमको मालूम है कि उपनिषद काल में एक बड़ा सा वृक्ष होता था, उसके नीचे गुरु बैठते थे, सामने थोड़े छात्र बैठते थे। गुरु कोई भी बात एक बार बोलता था तो छात्र 2 बार बोलते थे। आधे घंटे में हम सुनते हैं कि वो क्लास है, वर्ग है, वो पूरा हो गया। क्योंकि मीडियम ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन था वो मौखिक और उच्चरित शब्द थे। गुरु जो बोलते थे उसका श्रवण होता था। हमारे यहाँ जो शास्त्र आए हैं वो भी श्रुति से आए हैं या तो स्मृति से आए हैं। तो श्रुति, आज भी हम जब मदर टंग की बात करते हैं और एनईपी में जो कहा गया है कि हो सके मदर टंग में अपना प्राइमरी एजुकेशन लो, वो भी यहां से रिफ्लेक्ट होता है। क्योंकि मदर टंग से जो आपका श्रुति होता है, श्रवण, भाषा श्रवण से ही सीखी जाती है। तो उच्चरित शब्द थे। और गुरु का, गुरु पत्नी का, दैट मीन्स गुरु माता का जो भी बिहेवियर था, इंस्ट्रक्शन था, वो एक अध्ययन के लिए काफी था। आपको क्या करना है, हमको मालूम है कि कृष्ण और सुदामा की बात हम बोलते हैं। कृष्ण जहां पढ़ते थे वहीं सुदामा पढ़ते थे। कहाँ कृष्ण और कहाँ सुदामा, लेकिन दोनों को एक साथ लकड़ी लेने के लिए भेजे जाते थे। हम आज जिसको केळवणी बोलते हैं, महात्मा गांधी ने जिसको बुनियादी शिक्षण कहा, वो आश्रम की प्रतिभा का एक बहुत बड़ा सा ख्याल है। आपको सिर्फ वहां रह के पढ़ना नहीं है, आपको साथ में जीना है। जीने के लिए जो भी करना है वो आपको करना है। द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया, दैट इज डिवाइडेड इंडिया, वो एंशियंट इंडिया के बाद आया डिवाइडेड इंडिया। Existence of ancient institutions like Nalanda and Takshashila in the era of landlord system. हमको मालूम है जागीर प्रथा की शुरुआत हो गई और जागीर प्रथा में ज्ञान का प्रभाव बढ़ने लगा। पहले कोई कोई राजपुत्र पढ़ने के लिए जाते थे, अभी पढ़ने के लिए आने वाले की संख्या बढ़ने लगी, तो जो पर्सनल गुरुकुल थे वो छोटे पढ़ने लगे। लेकिन वही सिस्टम को लेके बड़ा बड़ा विश्वविद्यालय बना, जिसमें से हमारा बहुत प्रतिभाशाली नालंदा और तक्षशिला। एडमिशन ये विद्यापीठ में रिगरस एडमिशन प्रोसेस से होता था। लंबी और कठिन यात्रा करके आपको जाना होता था, वहां आपकी बराबर से कसौटी ली जाती थी, एंड इफ यू आर ओके यू विल बी एडमिटेड। वहां ऐसा नहीं था कि आया है छात्र तो दाखिल करना ही पड़ता है। यही डिवाइडेड इंडिया में स्टूडेंट्स एस्पायरिंग टू ज्वाइन कोर्ट्स और ब्यूरोक्रेसी, मैं ऐसा मेरा आकलन कहूं कि यहां से हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम का थोड़ा पतन शुरू हो गया। हम सोचने लगे कि कोर्ट में कैसे लोग चाहिए, नौकरशाही में कैसे लोग चाहिए, वैसा शिक्षण दे दो ताकि वो बाहर निकले और उनको जॉब मिल जाए। यहां एजुकेशन की, शिक्षा की द्विस्तरीय पद्धति का विकास हुआ। एक हुआ पाठशाला का, दूसरा हुआ मदरसा का। पाठशाला में संस्कृत आई और मदरसा में अरबी और फारसी का स्थान हुआ। ऐसे पार्टीशन ऑफ द नॉलेज यहां से शुरू हुआ। नाउ द थर्ड वन, दैट इज कॉलोनियल इंडिया, संस्थानिक भारत। हम जानते हैं कि ब्रिटिशर्स का आगमन हुआ और मेटामॉर्फोसिस ऑफ एजुकेशन सिस्टम विद द एडवेंट्स ऑफ ब्रिटिशर्स का दाखिला हो गया। ब्रिटिशर्स को मालूम था कि इंग्लिश एज अ लैंग्वेज इंट्रोड्यूस कर देंगे तो इन लोगों को हम बर्बाद कर सकेंगे। हम बहुत नाम मैकोले का लेते हैं। उन्होंने एक ही परिभ्रमण किया इंडिया का और आकलन कर लिया और अपने पिता को पत्र लिखा कि इन लोगों को कैसे बर्बाद किया जा सकता है। आई एम सॉरी टू से बट आई कंसिडर मैकोले इज अवर गुरु फॉर दैट थिंग, because he was able to judge our Indian system within few steps. And what conclusion he has given, the entire Britisher system was developed. उसमें हमें बाबू बनना था, क्लर्क बनना था, जो कहा जाए वो करने के लिए बनना था। मेरे मन में जो है उसका कोई स्थान नहीं है। तो इंग्लिश मीडियम इंस्टीट्यूशन शुरू हुए, ब्रिटिश प्रेजेंटेशन हुआ और इंग्लिश सिर्फ शिक्षा की भाषा नहीं रही, वहां से सिविलाइजेशन का शुरुआत हुआ और वो सिविलिटी पे असर करने लगा। एक बहुत सी बुरी बात बनी, वो भी यहां मैं कोट करूं, शिक्षक शासन का सैलरी पेड आदमी बन गया। आज तक ऐसा था कि शिक्षक कोई गांव में जाए तो शिक्षक का पूरा मान सम्मान, दैनंदिन आवश्यकता वो गांव के ऊपर था। इसीलिए शिक्षक का रोल भी ऐसा था, किसी को खत पढ़वाना है, किसी को कोई झगड़ा खत्म करना है तो शिक्षक वहां पे इंटरप्ट करते थे। लेकिन ये कॉलोनियल इंडिया में पेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट, दैट्स व्हाई यू नीड टू वर्क एज गवर्नमेंट नीड। कॉलोनियल इंडिया में अध्येता का ध्येय सीमित हो गया, उनको सर्टिफिकेट चाहिए या डिग्री चाहिए। शिक्षा एक कॉमोडिटी बन गई, एक वस्तु बन गई जो लंबे अरसे के बाद लाभदायी ना रही और शिक्षा का उच्च और कड़ा जो धोरण था वो कई युक्तियों से प्रभावित होना शुरू हो गया। If I am a student and I enroll myself I am eager to get the degree. So I will be always trying to get the easiest way to reach the degree. तो ऐसी बातें तीसरे भारत से शुरू हुई. चौथा भारत और लास्ट, दैट इज इंडिपेंडेंट इंडिया. इंडिपेंडेंट इंडिया में पहला कमीशन जो बना वो डॉक्टर सर्वपल्ली राधा कमीशन आया 1948-49. उनका जो रिपोर्ट था उसमें से एक बात मैं यहां बताना चाहूंगा. हो सके मेरा जो कंक्लूजन है उससे आप डिफर हो सके, कोई बात नहीं, आई एक्सेप्ट योर व्यूज. राधाकृष्णन कमीशन ने 3 बातें हमारे सामने रखी कि इरिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ, आप मत देखो कि क्या है, क्या मत देखो. पहला, कास्ट और क्रीड, ज्ञाति या संप्रदाय को मत देखो. दूसरा, सामाजिक या तो आर्थिक स्तर मत देखो. ये 2 पॉइंट तो हमें एक्सेप्ट करने चाहिए क्योंकि हमारे ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स हैं, वो कोई भी कास्ट से हो, कोई भी संप्रदाय से हो, वी मस्ट वेलकम देम. उनका सोशियो इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस कोई भी हो, वी मस्ट वेलकम देम. बट द थर्ड कंक्लूजन, आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट टुडे एजुकेशन इज बैडली impressed by this third conclusion, that is अध्येता की तत्परता और भूख को ध्यान में लिए बिना हर एक बच्चे को पढ़ाने की जिम्मेवारी शासन की रहेगी. यू नो, जिसको भूख नहीं है उसको आपको खाना खिलाना है. और यहां से सब कुछ बातें हमारी शुरू हो गई. हम जानते हैं प्रवेशोत्सव करना पड़ा, प्रवेशोत्सव के बाद रिटेंशन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स करना पड़ा. आगे जाके थोड़े साल पहले हमने सर्व शिक्षा अभियान किया क्योंकि हमने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में एक्सेप्ट कर लिया कि 6 से 14 साल के जो भी बच्चे भारत में हैं उनको पढ़ाना राज्य की जिम्मेवारी है. उनको पढ़ना है, नहीं पढ़ना है वो हमने सोचा नहीं. यहां से हमारा डिफरेंस पूरा शुरू हो गया. कैसे हो गया, मैं एक बात कोट करूं. माँ बाप का बच्चा हर एक पढ़ने के लिए जाने का उम्मीद वाला नहीं था क्योंकि गरीबी थी. कई बच्चे ऐसे थे जो खेत में काम कर रहे थे, दरिया पे नजीक काम कर रहे थे और दे वर अर्निंग ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द फैमिली एंड देयर अर्निंग वाज रनिंग द फैमिली. बट व्हेन वी स्टार्ट दैट नो यू शुड लर्न, कम टू द स्कूल, you know that without any kind of interest or without any kind of hunger, they have already started empowering into the system और उसमें से कई बातें शुरू हो गई. फ्रेंड्स, पहले 50 साल में हमारा जो डेवलपमेंट था वो मैंने अभी स्क्रीन पे रखा है. मैं उसमें कुछ बोलने की आवश्यकता नहीं देख रहा. आप देखते हैं कि पहले 50 साल में 6-fold प्राइमरी एजुकेशन हुआ, 14-fold हाई एजुकेशन हुआ एंड 20 टाइम हायर सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन हो गया. डेवलपमेंट हुआ क्योंकि हमने तय कर लिया कि भाई राज्य की जिम्मेवारी है. गांव में जाओ, घर में जाओ, बच्चा नहीं पढ़ता है तो समझाओ, पढ़ाओ, लेके आओ, एनरोल करो. एनरोल हो गया है तो रिटेंशन करो. रिटेंशन करने के लिए मध्याह्न भोजन देना है तो दो, किट्स देनी है तो दो, लेकिन वो बच्चा वहां रहना चाहिए. इसीलिए हमने प्रोग्रेस शुरू कर दिया. लेकिन वो प्रोग्रेस जो हुआ वो अभी आप जो देख रहे हैं ऐसे आपके सामने आया. 3 गुना प्राथमिक शालाएं बढ़ी, 16 गुना उच्च प्राथमिक शालाएं बढ़ने लगी, 18 गुना उच्चतर माध्यमिक शाला बढ़ने लगी और उच्च शिक्षा में तो सामान्य शिक्षा संस्थाओं में 40 गुना बढ़ोतरी हुई. व्यावसायिक शिक्षा संस्थाओं में 12 गुना बढ़ोतरी हुई. हुआ क्या, पहले 60 इयर्स ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट इंडिया हायर एजुकेशन जिसके बारे में आज हम सोचने लगे हैं, वो 60 इयर्स में स्टूडेंट्स में राइज कितना हुआ आप देख सकते हैं. 2,30,000 से लेके 1 करोड़ तक पहुंचे. टीचर्स में भी इतना बढ़ोतरी हुआ, कॉलेजेस भी इतनी बढ़ गई, यूनिवर्सिटी In 1947, only 18 universities were there. After 60 years, 416. And आज की बात मैं बोलना नहीं चाहूंगा क्योंकि आज की सुबह कितनी यूनिवर्सिटी है उनका फिगर बाहर लेना मुश्किल है। बजट में बढ़ोतरी हुई, संख्या में भी बढ़ोतरी हुई। एक बात मेरे तौर से मैं सोचना चाहूंगा कि कंपेयरिंग द वर्ल्ड्स एजुकेशन सिस्टम, भारत कहाँ है? इतने बढ़ोतरी के बाद, इतने विकास के बाद भारत आज कहाँ है? वॉल्यूम जंप इन क्वांटिटी एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ क्वालिटी। क्वालिटी नहीं देखनी है, क्वांटिटी बढ़ाओ। एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन इंक्रीज्ड बट नॉट क्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन। Curriculum increased, but their market value did not. Without considering expectations of the society, only commercial consideration led to spread of institutions. What is the outcome? Minimum learning, or you can very well say कि बहुत ही आपको पैसे चाहिए, जब बहुत पैसे चाहिए तब मिनिमम लर्निंग होगा। और मैक्सिमम क्या हुआ? मेरे को डिग्री चाहिए, डिग्री के बाद मेरे को नौकरी चाहिए, नौकरी जो कोई कहेगा वैसे मैं करूंगा। यहां से हमारी मौलिक सोच, हमारे अंदर के आत्मा को बाहर लेने के लिए जो इनेट एबिलिटी है उनको बाहर लेना खत्म हो गया। स्प्रेड ऑफ एजुकेशन इंक्रीज्ड, but depth of education and specialization of education isn't. Most of our learners are moving on without moving up. वो ऊपर नहीं जा रहे हैं, वो ऐसे आगे चल रहे हैं। The average product of our institution is an apology for education. ऐसी बातें जब हैं तब हमने सोचना शुरू किया कि भाई क्या हो सकता है। वहां से जन्म हुआ NAP 2020 का, और उसमें याद रखा गया कि द चाइल्ड इज द रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ ऑलमाइटी, इज एट द सेंटर ऑफ द एंटायर एजुकेशन एक्सरसाइज। वो पहले था, बीच में हम भूल गए, अभी फिर से आया। सो लेट अस प्रे फॉर दैट चाइल्ड एंड let us praise the same child. My dear friends, after getting a 360-degree diagram of our journey in education in India, I would like to conclude in 2 bullet points. Number 1, education is not the system which was started yesterday or today or time to time. It is a continuous process. It is a continuous journey. And it has already changed according to the need of the society. We must understand that we are not able to get the education about past only. Education system has great impact on the present society. And the second point is very clear. Whatever I have narrated, we have seen the progress in the system, and that is also looking to the need of the society. Basically, the journey what we have seen, we would like to know that this is not a result of 200, 500 years ago. No, sir, it is not like that. It is years back when a very downtrodden personalities have already contributed for our Veda Bhasha Sanskrita. And they started teaching to small group, 1, 2, 3, 4 Shishyas about the Upanishad, about the Veda and its incidents, stories from where our real IKS starts. Indian knowledge system starts from years back. I would like to show a very good dramatization already created and well presented by Shri Chinmay Mission Trust. The name is the Upanishad Ganga. I would like to recommend all my dear friends to see all episodes of this Upanishad Ganga series. I can say that if you go through the entire series and if you can interact with your students, IKS is enough for that. Let us see that. I think that our idea is very clear. भारत में कैसे जर्नी हुई और पुराने समय से हमारे पास उपनिषद, वेद और वेदांत के बारे में कैसे 1-to-1 श्रुति के माध्यम से, स्मृति के माध्यम से हमारा नॉलेज, पूरा ज्ञान परंपरा कैसे चली। यहां माहिती की बात नहीं है, ज्ञान की बात है। ये एपिसोड में आपने देखा कि एक खुद का बच्चा जो वेस्टर्न कल्चर के ड्रामा के ऊपर मास्टर था, उनको उसके गुरु पिता ने कैसे हमारे शास्त्रों के बारे में सोचने के लिए मजबूर नहीं किया, उत्कृष्ट किया। दिस वॉज द वे ऑफ प्रेजेंटिंग अवर कल्चर इन दोज डेज। माई पॉइंट इज दिस, यू मे से दैट दिस इज इन इंडिया, you may say that this is new today. No, it is not new, sir. It is not for India. Unfortunately, we are moving towards West, but the West is moving towards India. They are thinking about Bharat. We are worried about India. Why I say like this? Many places are there in the world today where they have started living and very well journey for the entire life in Indian culture with the help of Indian knowledge. They worship our avatars. Not only worship, but they live as if Prachina Sanskriti Bharat is living there. A very popular small video will prove my facts. Thank you. At the end of my deliberation, I convey my thanks to Vedanta. They have inspired me to come over here and say a few words. I'm very happy because this is my best time where I was talking about my Bharat and I am thinking about Viksit Bharat. I convey my thanks to all dignitaries and all participants of this international conference. Let us pray once again that our India will be once again the glorious India of past, present and future, already included in the entire Atma of it. Sarvepi Sukhinas Santu, Sarve Santu Niramayah. Thank you very much.
Warm welcome to you all. An international conference from tradition, that is Indian knowledge system, to tomorrow NEP 2020 for Viksit Bharat 2047 is organized by Vedanta, Gujarat, which holds immense importance in shaping the future of our nation. Ajeenkya Patil University is proud to be the knowledge partner for this significant international conference represented by Professor Vijay Kulkarni, who recognized the critical relevance of this conference. I hope that this conference aims to bridge the gap between traditional knowledge system and cutting edge advancement. We anticipate engaging academic discussions among scholars, researchers and policymakers from diverse fields such as science, technology, humanities, social sciences, law and management. This international conference will explore pathways for propelling India towards the prosperous future. On behalf of my university, Ajeenkya Patil University, India, I, Professor Rakesh Kumar Jain, Vice Chancellor, extend a warm welcome to all the participants and wish everybody the very best success for this conference. The contribution of the researcher, participants, plenary sessions and keynote speakers will undoubtedly play a pivotal role making this conference impactful. I am confident conference will make a crucial step forward in implementing the knowledge Indian education system and connecting it with Indian knowledge system. I wish you all the success and all the best for this conference.
Namaste. વિકસિત ભારત 2047 પર યોજાયેલ ઇન્ટરનેશનલ કોન્ફરન્સમાં આપણી વચ્ચે ઉપસ્થિત મુખ્ય મહેમાન આદરણીય શ્રી દિલીપભાઈ સંઘાણી સાહેબ, ચેરમેન ઇફકો, ગેસ્ટ ઓફ ઓનર શ્રી M.K. દવે સાહેબ, IS કલેક્ટર ગાંધીનગર, મુખ્ય વક્તા ડૉક્ટર અનિલ સહબુદ્ધેસર, ચેરમેન NETF, EC-NAAC, NDA અને ભૂતપૂર્વ ચેરમેન AICT દિલ્હી, પ્રોફેસર ડૉક્ટર પ્રભાતસિંહ ચૌહાણ સાહેબ, વાઇસ ચાન્સેલર શ્રી ગોવિંદ ગુરુ યુનિવર્સિટી ગોધરા, પ્લેનેટરી સ્પીકર પ્રોફેસર ડૉક્ટર ભદ્રાયુ વચ્છરાજાની, ભૂતપૂર્વ વાઇસ ચાન્સેલર લોક ભારતીય રૂરલ ઇનોવેશન યુનિવર્સિટી અને લેખક ડૉક્ટર જયેન્દ્રસિંહ જાદવ સર, રજિસ્ટ્રાર ગુજરાત સાહિત્ય એકેડમી ગાંધીનગરની ઉપસ્થિતિમાં જ્યારે આપણે ભારત અને વિદેશની માનીતી સંસ્થાઓની સાથે નેશનલ અને ઇન્ટરનેશનલ સંસ્થાઓ જ્યારે આ કોન્ફરન્સમાં પ્રતિભાગી બની છે ત્યારે વેદાંતની સફળતા પૂર્વ પ્રમાણિત થાય છે. આ કોન્ફરન્સમાં સરદાર પટેલ એજ્યુકેશન કેમ્પસના નોલેજ પાર્ટનર બનવા બદલ સન્માનિત અને આનંદની લાગણી અનુભવે છે. અમે વેદાંતની ટીમને આ કોન્ફરન્સની વિશાળ સફળતાની શુભેચ્છા પાઠવીએ છીએ. તદુપરાંત અર્જુનભાઈ દવે અને એમની ટીમને આ કોન્ફરન્સમાં સફળ આયોજન બદલ ખૂબ ખૂબ અભિનંદન આપીએ છીએ અને સર્વે ટીમ મેમ્બરને જય હિન્દ અને સર્વેને જય સોમનારાયણ કેમ્પસ વતી.
Hello dignitaries, respected keynote and plenary speakers, esteemed session chairs, distinguished guests and dear participants. I, Dr. Tariq Ali Sayyed, Registrar of Karnavati University, welcome each one of you to the virtual conference on Viksit Bharat at 2047. From traditional IKS to tomorrow, it is truly a privilege to address such a distinguished gathering at this prestigious international online conference on Viksit Bharat at 2047. As a nation, we stand at a pivotal juncture. The year 2047 will mark century of India's independence. The 21st century will be India's century. By 2047, India is poised to be a $30 trillion economy with all the attributes of a developed nation. It will be a Viksit Bharat. With population of 144 crore, India is one of the youngest nations with a median age of 29 years. It accounts for nearly 20% of world's young population. This is an enormous opportunity, likely to last till 2047. Using this dividend, we can propel India to Viksit Bharat. This journey towards the goal, however, is not just about economic growth or technological advancement, but about fostering a society that is inclusive, sustainable, and innovative. At this moment, I would like to acknowledge the profound collaboration with Vedant Knowledge System, whose commitment to this noble vision has been instrumental in bringing this conference to life. Their dedication to preserving and promoting IKS aligns perfectly with the mission of this conference, bridging the wisdom of our past with the needs of tomorrow. Together, we aim to build a prosperous and self-reliant Bharat by 2047. At Karnavati University, we are proud to be associated as a knowledge partner for this conference, which aims to bring together some of the best minds to chart a pathway towards this ambitious vision. We believe that academic institutions like ours have a critical role to play in shaping future by encouraging dialogue, fostering innovation, and facilitating integration of knowledge across diverse fields. This conference is not just an event, it is a call to action for all us in academia, industry, government, and society at large to work collaboratively and contribute meaningfully to the development of our nation. In conclusion, I encourage all participants to actively engage in discussions, share their perspective, and take full advantage of intellectual exchange that this conference offers. Let us together reimagine a Viksit Bharat by 2047, where the best of our traditional knowledge merge with modernity to pave way for the brighter and a sustainable future. Thank you all for being here, and I wish you a productive and insightful conference ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable talk, thought-provoking ideas and engaging discourse. Vedant Knowledge Systems and all partner institutions are grateful to you for your invaluable time and wise words. Thank you. After the beautiful, interesting, interactive sessions, we come to the conclusion. Respected Chief Guest Shri Dileepbhai Sanghani, esteemed Guest of Honor Shri Mehulbhai Dave, distinguished keynote speakers Professor Dr. Anil Sahasrabuddhe, Professor Dr. Pratap C. Chauhan, esteemed plenary speakers Professor Dr. Bhadrayu Vachrajani, respected delegates, session chair experts, dear participants, honorable vice chancellors, respected trustees, registrars and rectors of knowledge partner institutions, all event coordinators, team members of organizing committee and friends from media. As we come to the close of this enlightening day at the Viksit Bharat International Conference, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest Shri Dileepbhai Sanghani for his insightful address and for taking time out of his busy schedule to be with us today. Your vision for the development of rural India and your leadership in the cooperative sector are truly inspiring, and we are grateful for your all support and blessings. A very special thanks to our guest of honor Shri Mehulbhai Dave, IAS, for gracing us with his presence and for the valuable insights he has shared with us today. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to our esteemed keynote speakers, Professor Dr. Anil Sahasrabuddhe and Professor Dr. Pratap C. Chauhan. Your thought-provoking speeches have enriched our understanding of education, governance, Indian knowledge system, national education policy, and have given us valuable perspective on how we can drive forward the vision of a Viksit Bharat. We are equally thankful to our plenary speakers, Professor Dr. Bhadrayu Vachrajani, for their stimulating talks that have added depth and diversity to the conference. Your contributions are immense, and we showcase a deep sense of gratitude towards your time and blessings. A deep sense of gratitude towards all the session chair experts for taking out quality time to review the papers and share the feedback. On behalf of organizing team of Vedant and all knowledge partner institutions, I thank all the participants for attending this Gala Virtual International Conference and share your thought-provoking presentations. You all are the face of the success of this international virtual conference on Viksit Bharat at 2047. We are deeply grateful to our esteemed knowledge partner institutions, both national and international institutions, that is Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, Pune, Karnavati University, Gandhinagar, UNASMAN University, Indonesia, Sardar Patel Education Campus, Vallabh, Vidhyanagar, AIPH University, Odisha, and all well-wisher organizations who have contributed significantly to the success of this Viksit Bharat conference. Their invaluable support in organizing this event has been instrumental in fostering the exchange of knowledge, ideas and innovation. These institutions, which include premier higher education institutions from India and abroad, who have demonstrated their commitment to our collective vision of progress and development. Their involvement ensures that the conference serves as a melting pot of academic excellence and global collaboration, furthering our goals of nurturing innovative solutions for a developed India. I extend my gratitude to all the national and international institutions who have not only motivated but also participated in today's conference. Your engagement and contributions have been invaluable to the success of this event. We would like to extend the thanks to Monarch University Ahmedabad, Amity University Noida, Jain University Bangalore, Charuset University Changa, Children's University Gandhinagar, Desh Bhagat University Punjab, GLS University Ahmedabad, Parul University Vadodara, Greater Noida Institute of Technology Noida, Heartfulness Research Center Mysore, Pandit Din Dayal Upadhyay Energy University PDEU Gandhinagar, Presidency University Bangalore, Vanita Visram Women's University Surat, IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Sambalpur, for motivating the researchers to participate in this conference. Your contributions are highly appreciated and acknowledged. Finally, I would like to thank our organizing team, Director of Vedant Knowledge Systems, C.S. Raj Soni, our colleague Dr. Paresh Jotangya, all technical staff who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this conference a success. Dear friends, we live today with new ideas, new collaborations and a renewal commitment to building a developed and empowered Bharat. Thank you all for joining us, for your all motivation, for your all contributions. Thank you again.